Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I want to thank you for giving me this chance, and I want to thank my friend, the Majority Leader, for bringing this particular bill to the floor of the House. Thank him. We are talking about, Honorable Speaker, we are talking about a bill on food and feed safety control coordination. Food and feed safety control coordination. And from what I have read, Honorable Speaker, there is need, as has been proposed, to establish the office, the national office of a controller to control food and feed safety. It is important, Honorable Speaker, because such an office has not existed, and if it is seen that it be there, would not want to oppose it. As we are aware, in Kenya, Honorable Speaker, the challenge that we have is implementing what is already existing. And as it were, we want to create an extra office, Honorable Speaker, whereas we have so many food and feed safety control officers rotting, or they are outside there, unemployed graduates, Honorable Speaker, in their numbers, who are trained in food and feed safety control. We have so many graduates, Honorable Speaker, of food science, and the way you have rightfully said, I have a Doctor of Philosophy degree in food safety, and I studied how to eliminate carcinogens that are found in sausages by way of nitrites and nitrates, Honorable Speaker, and I wanted to get natural means of making sausages pink, which is a component of sausage, but also making sausages last, which is done by nitrites and nitrates. But if not used at safe levels, nitrites and nitrates have been found, Honorable Speaker, to cause cancer. So I worked with a natural source, Honorable Speaker, by using fermented cabbage, and I used fermented cabbage to do what is technically called curing of meat, Honorable Speaker, and I used fermented cabbage to give a product that was akin to what is used conventionally, what is made conventionally using nitrites and nitrates. And this particular project was sponsored by DAD, the German Academic Exchange Service, and I owe them for life. Having said that, Honorable Speaker, we have had instances, Honorable Speaker, of food poisoning in our schools. We have had several loss of lives in one way or another because of a use of unsafe foods. We have basic components of food safety that we need to practice even at home, keeping food products at a good temperature, keeping raw from cooked. It is also important, Honorable Speaker, that we practice basic hygiene for us to get safe food and feed. And also, it is also important, Honorable Speaker, that people who are trained with the elements of food safety be allowed to work where there are massive production of food like in our schools. Honorable Speaker, we have basic components. We have basic components of food and feed safety management that already exist in science, especially in the science of food, where we look at the chemistry, the physics, the biology, the mathematics, the engineering of food. We have what we call HSCCP, which is the hazard analysis and critical control point concept, Honorable Speaker, that is used for production of safe foods, monitoring and evaluation of such processes. We also have good manufacturing practice. You just use cleanliness, use clean ware and utensils. But we also have ISO 22000, Honorable Speaker, that is used for food safety management. And also we have ISO 22003, which is a food safety management systems audit. All these put together, Honorable Speaker, should be able to help us manage the safety of our foods and feeds. Of course, the bill is covering a very large area, as has been rightfully been indicated by a member, and it would be important that we amend it such that we have the component of feeds and we also have the component of food, so that as we manage feed from the point where feed is made and to the point where it is consumed by animals to give us food, it is managed so that we don't have animals consume carcinogenic products that would end up giving us unsafe food. Also, in our phytosanitary practice, Honorable Speaker, we need, even if it is use of fertilizers, even if it is use of sprayers for taking care of our plants, it should be monitored well so that the plants that end up as our food is safe. But having said that, it is also important, Honorable Speaker, to look at the post-harvest technology. It is important to look at the post-harvest technology so that we don't have our grains cause a problem to us. That is in post-harvest technology. And also, Honorable Speaker, what bedevils us as a nation? That I'm fearing, Honorable Speaker, that there could be a chance probability that somebody has sat down, because when I look at this bill, it is well intended. But I'm curious to know, are we forming an office for somebody? That is what I'm worried about. Are we because we already have the Kenya Bureau of Standards doing food and feed safety control. And we have established international standards, Honorable Speaker. I can see my dear friend laughing. Mheshimiwa, especially, this is so common in Kenya. We just sit down and we want to sit and just be nice, and we bring it to the floor of the House and we debate, but we consciously know we are creating an office for somebody, specific somebody, and then it is advertised, and after advertisement, we are targeting a specific person because this bill mainly, after going through it, it has nothing to do with safety, feed and food safety control coordination. It is more or less creation of an office for an individual. Is that what we want, Honorable Speaker? Of course, I wouldn't block it, because if it is well intended, then it is going to give a job for one food scientist outside there. So I'm comfortable with it. Or for somebody who has studied animal science, because they go into pains and they study the science of feed safety control. But I want to say this, Honorable Speaker. It is very, very important, Honorable Speaker, that our food and feed is safe. Either way, we must have food that is safe and we must have feed that is safe. So we will have to, at some point, amend it, and if it suits the purpose, then we should have two separate officers at their levels, probably another higher office at the apex. Then when we go slightly lower, we have one that deals with food safety control, and then at the next echelon we have feed safety control. At the end of the day, we want to meet international standards. At the end of the day, we want to be seen to be giving to the consumers food and feed that is safe, Honorable Speaker, so that we even control the springing up of life diseases, like we have problems with diabetes, we have the cancers, and Honorable Speaker, we even have high blood pressure. But if we have control of our food, the safety of our foods, if we have control, Honorable Speaker, of the safety of our feed, then I should think we are going even to control the many, many diseases that have emerged recently that are a problem to this nation. With those many remarks, Honorable Speaker, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, grandson of Asumbi.
Thank you very much.